What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be part of my decluttering series. You guys will see a bunch of these decluttering videos up on your feed from now until the end of next week. Today's video is going to be the decluttering of my face primers. So in case you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave, as well as that little bell notification to be notified of new videos. So we're first going to start with the Radiance Activator. This is the Treat, Prep, and Glow from the brand Estee by Estee Lauder. It says here you're supposed to use it in the morning and night to boost bare skin's inner light. It does give the skin a nice kind of luminous glow to it, right? Look at that. I definitely need to show more love to this product, so I will be keeping it. From the brand The Ordinary, this is the High Adherence Silicone Primer. It's High Adherence Blurring Surface Smoother and Primer. It reminds me of the Hourglass Primer. I think I've said that before, and it has a little bit of a thicker consistency to it. It really does blur my pores. It gives my skin kind of almost like an airbrushed kind of appearance. However, I'm allergic to this product, which I am so sad about because I love this primer. I really started breaking out around my hairline whenever I use this. I'm going to have to put this one to the side. Cosmetics, it's the Bye Bye Pores Primer. It's oil-free, poreless, skin perfecting serum. So that's what the primer looks like. Because I haven't really tested it out that much, I'm going to have to keep this product so we can kind of test it out some more. Cover FX Calming Primer Base. Supposed to help reduce redness and soothe highly sensitive, inflamed, and irritated skin. I've had this primer for quite some time, so I think it's definitely time to kind of throw it out. But I remember I loved using this primer, especially when I had a breakout or my skin was just going through one of those phases and I needed to really calm my skin. Love the brand Cover FX, but I've just had this for way too long. Time to get rid of it. Next we have the YSL. This is the Touch Eclat Blur Perfector, and let me show you what it looks like. The compact is really pretty, right? I think I'm actually just going to keep it because of the compact. But here's what it looks like. I know a lot of people did not like this. You can actually use this, number one, as a primer. Prior to applying your foundation, it has a really nice kind of smooth texture to it, or you can actually even use this throughout the day to kind of blot over the face. I like to use this prior to applying foundation. I really like it, and I'm going to continue using it, so I'm going to definitely have to keep this. Patrice, this is the Prime and Fine Beautifying Primer. It gives a soft focus effect. It's long lasting and it's naturally illuminating. I believe I used this primer, I want to say probably once. Yes, I think about once. And it does give a bit of a glow to the skin. I haven't given this product a lot of love, so I'm going to have to just keep it. Revolution Makeup, and this is the Ultra All Day Prime and Shine Balm. I did use this quite a bit. I used it as a primer. I know it has the same principle as the YSL, the Touche Eclat Blur Perfector, where you can use it as a primer prior to applying your foundation, and you can also use it throughout the day to kind of blot. Honestly, I felt like it didn't really do much to my skin, and I wasn't really a big fan of it, so I'm going to have to put this one to the side. From Cover FX, this is the Mattifying Primer with Anti-Acne Treatment. I remember I loved using this primer because I feel like it really does mattify the skin. It has a clear kind of consistency to it, and it really does help mattify the skin, especially because I have oily skin, unfortunately, right now, just because of the weather, and I've been trying out many different products that my skin is pretty irritated. So I definitely love this primer from Cover FX, but I have had it for a very long time. It's definitely expired, so I'm going to have to put this one to the side. Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer. This is from Dr. Brandt. It minimizes the look of pores, it absorbs oil, and it mattifies. This primer is no joke. I know it's also pretty pricey. Sorry, I know it's a little bit dirty. It does have a tint to it. You can't even see it once you kind of blend it into the skin. It does blur out my pores. However, it really does mattify my skin to the point where it really makes it super dry. So I have to actually use this product sparingly. I can use it maybe for a couple days straight, maybe 3 days straight, and then I'll have to switch to another primer. We'll be keeping this primer. From the brand Hapanesque. Is that the way how you say it? I think it's Hapanesque. This is the Velvet Touch Primer Base. I haven't really used this primer at all. It does have like a silicone feel to it. I'm going to have to keep it and, you know, we'll give it a try. City Color Primer, which is also paraben free. This does have the same kind of consistency as the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. And look at that, I haven't used it in quite some time. I feel like it does blur out my pores. It had the same kind of reaction as the Dr. Brandt, except this one was a little bit stronger. Maybe it's this tube in general. I would notice every time I use this primer, my skin got really, really dry. And that's even during the summertime, so I stopped using it. The first tube I had of this worked beautifully. I had no problem with it, but this one I had that problem. Plus, I also noticed that the product would start kind of balling up on my skin. Maybe it's just a defective tube, I guess, but yeah, definitely going to have to put this one to the side. Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer with Broad Spectrum SPF 15. Definitely worth the price point. I know this small little bottle is $18. It's so worth it, especially if you love primers with this type of texture. It has a lotion texture. It has SPF 15. It blurs out the pores. Your foundation a nice smooth canvas to lay on. I'm going to have to keep this one. Makeup Forever Professional HD High Definition Primer, which I remember using a long time ago. I have not used this one though. It was just a sample, so I don't really remember what this was like. So I'm going to have to just give this one a try in 2018 and test it out. So we're going to keep this. YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer. This one contains like little tiny specks in it, like little tiny glitters. I know a lot of people really liked this primer, but I know at the time when I did try this, I didn't like it. I kind of want to just keep this and give it a try again since I haven't touched it in a while, so I'm going to have to keep this primer. Prime and Fine Anti-Shine Blur Stick fits all skin tones, and this is from the brand Catrice. This is supposed to be a dupe of the Milk Makeup blur stick. Has the same type of texture, consistency. It's in a stick form. This, I feel like it does blur out the pores. It's also fairly affordable. It's a really affordable product. You can find this, I believe, on the Ulta website as well as Catrice Cosmetics. I want to still use this product, so I'm going to keep this. From the brand Cover FX, this is the Illuminating Primer. It's supposed to illuminate your skin inside and out. This primer adds a luminous glow instantly, plus over time will help to eliminate dull skin for a brighter, radiant appearance. It's been that long that I don't even remember much about the primer. No, I definitely have to get rid of it because I've had it for quite some time, and it does have a nice kind of luminous glow to it. So I wish I had more feedback on this one. Estee Edit, this is the Pore Vanishing Stick. Have a nice smooth texture to it. I like primers that have kind of like a balmy feel to it. Since it's been a while since I've used this product, I want to give it a try again and see how I feel about it. I'm going to keep this primer. So this is the LA Girl Pro Prep HD High Definition Smoothing Face Primer. I remember that I didn't like the way how this felt on my skin because it made my skin feel extra oilier. It felt like it didn't really do much for my skin either, so I'm going to have to put this one to the side. From the brand Jouer, and this is the Anti-Blemish Matte Primer with salicylic acid, acne treatment, non-drying, non-irritating pore refiner, oil-free, hypoallergenic, paraben-free, and it's silicone-free. I remember that I did try this primer out a while back and I didn't like it for some reason. I don't really remember why, so here is what it looks like. And to be honest with you guys, kind of want to give it another round and see how I feel about it. So I'll keep this primer. Brand Catrice, and this is the Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. It's mattifying, long-lasting, and it's also oil-free. I did use this primer quite a bit. I didn't really like the way how this felt on my skin. Felt like it didn't really do much. It didn't really mattify my skin. I have to put this one to the side. The brand Tarte Cosmetics, and this is the Clean Slate Flawless 12-Hour Brightening Primer. I don't know if you guys can see that, but separated already. Not my favorite primer from Tarte. I know the one that has more of like a silicone feel to it was my favorite, which I can't remember the name of, but that was like my favorite primer from Tarte, and this definitely is expired. We need to toss it out. The Balm Cosmetics, it's the Time Balm Face Primer for a flawless face. This does have a silicone type of feel to it. I want to like give this primer a try again and see how I like it because I haven't used this primer in quite some time. So I'm gonna have to keep this one. The Noor Pore Balm Primer from the brand Touch and Soul. Ooh. And this completely separated. I remember I didn't really like this primer that much. Time to put this baby to the side. Kat Von D Lock-It Featherweight Primer Base. Supposed to hydrate, it's water-based, it's weightless, it's fragrance-free, and it's also oil-free. I love the texture of this because it does have more of like a lotion type of texture. It didn't make my skin feel oily or greasy, but I felt like this was a really great primer, especially for oily skin. It does hydrate the skin, so just be aware of that. But for me, with my oils, it didn't make me any oilier than usual. I'm going to be keeping it. And last but not the least, we have the Marc Jacobs. This is the Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. Unfortunately, it just did not work out for me. It just made me so super oily. It just did not work with my skin type, so I'm definitely going to have to put this one to the side. These are the primers that I will keep and I will just continue to test out. I think they're a really good array of primers. These are the primers that I will be parting with since these either didn't work out for me or they are expired. So I hope you guys enjoyed the decluttering of my face primer collection. If you guys did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new here. Make sure you guys also follow me on all my social media and keep an eye out for more of these decluttering videos. So make sure you guys hit the little bell notification. It will notify you once I upload new videos. Sending you guys positive vibes for a wonderful day and a wonderful evening. Thank you babes so much for watching. I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next video.